when do you think it's time or do you think it gets to a time to where you really want to take it to the real next level? How you feel about vacation? Is that something that you want to do? Like how you feel that you would conduct yourself on this vacation, or when you go on a vacation and you have a bae, like, are you loyal to the soil, or are you gonna play in the sand while you're there?
I'm trying to think like I've been on a vacation. I've been on a vacation before, but I've been on like a really bad vacation, and I've been on like I would say some great vacations, but I've never had that. Like, I've talked to people and they've had like that just wild experience where they're just like going to all these different places and enjoying, themselves, and they're out on the balcony and all. I've never really had that kind of experience. So like, I went on a vacation that was like completely disastrous one time. Like, the person got super intoxicated and like they could not conduct themselves to the point where it was like they ruined basically the whole trip. And I ended up leaving. Like, I ended up like ordering some room service, and I had like my last meal in the hotel, and I like left the person and like got on the plane and like went home, like while they were like just passed out. Like, but thankfully, like, it wasn't intimate. It happened. I don't think it would have been intimate, to be honest, because I don't think the person even stopped drinking long enough to even like enjoy the day, the times that we had. But like, it didn't even make it to that point. It was like we were just like barely even there. We had a good time for the first day we got there, and then like by that night they were just like plastered. So I ended up leaving the person and like getting on a flight and going home. Actually, I had left and I went to my friend's place that was in that state, in that city. And then later, I ended up leaving. They took me to the airport and I ended up leaving. But I've also been on like vacations with somebody that I'm really like enamored by. And we had like a really lovely time and bonded. But I've never had that like explosive, like how we were talking about when you go on that date and you got like that crazy chemistry and it's like fiery and passionate. I've never experienced that. So tell me, have you ever had a vacation that just like set your world on fire? Like, let me hear about it.
Sadly, no, I have not. I have yet to be on that vacation when you're getting back shots on the balcony. No, I have not. So, I have been on multiple vacations, yes, of course, state to state, been to a couple countries, of course, but they've been, family trips, girl trips. So I would more so have to, think like, okay, well, I'm on vacation, because I've been on vacation and had a bae, and I've talked, talking to him while I'm gone. So, and I was cool on vacation. It was a girls trip, so I wasn't worried about, going out there to hook up or anything like that. I was more so, worried about having a good time and, having some drinks and just enjoying being gone. But I would think that at my big age, it's time for me to have a vacation, like, and to really be shown, what it's like to go out the country with somebody that you really enjoy. Like, I enjoy you here in the States, but can we go out the country and, do something? So, I'm not really the type to go on vacation and have someone at home and, playing in the sand there. Like, I want to bring Sam to the beach. I want to go on a vacation, so I can only speak as if someone who's been on vacation and, has a bae back at home. So I'm good when I'm on vacation. I'm really, focused on just enjoying myself. I don't go with the intention on hooking up with someone out of state, out of country, anything like that. But I want to go on a vacation. I want to go on a vacation and have the time of my life. Like, literally, And I've been on vacation with my friends, and of course had a ball. But I want to go with a man. I want to, and I've been flown out different places. Guys have sent for me. I had a one friend who was really cool. He sent for me, and we had a ball, but it wasn't like that. Like, it wasn't intimate, and he respected that and didn't pressure me for anything. Of course, we had a time, but I haven't been on vacation or got flew out to where there was intimacy involved. And it's crazy because I've been flown out, multiple times, and I have yet still to have a vacation to where I get flown out and I'm actually interested in doing something, or just going to the airport with a man and we're traveling together. And that's the intention. Like, we're about to go have a time. We already know what we're doing, what we want to do. So, like, I'm ready for that vacation too.
We talked a little bit about like single dating etiquette. Like, do you feel that there is a vacation etiquette or even a single vacation etiquette? So like if you're maybe if you're dating, is there a difference between going out on vacation with your girls, when you're dating someone versus when, you're single or you're in a relationship? Do you feel that the etiquette changes based on your relationship status? Are you different when you're on, vacation, when, you don't have any attachments and you're single? Like, what are your thoughts about that? Are any boundaries there?
I feel like if you're single and you don't have any attachments to anyone, you go on vacation and do whatever you choose to do. That's your prerogative. Like, of course, you can hook up, you can, not hook up. If you choose to do that, like, then you're free to do it. Now, going on vacation, girls trip, guys trip, whatever, and you have someone back at home, and then you're out on vacation and you're doing things that you wouldn't do while you were, back at home, then I think that's a problem. Because like I said, I've been on vacation before and, had a relationship back home, and it was not my intention at all to go wherever it is I was and, hook up with anybody out there. That wasn't even a thought in my mind. I was going to enjoy myself and be with my peoples. So I think that, if I had a mate and he was out of the country or out of state, and he's, entertaining other women and stuff like that, like, I would feel like he's kind of doing me wrong. I think that people need to act the same here and there. If you got a mate and you're trying to be loyal to them, if you guys are serious, it's a monogamous relationship, then of course you need to act the same. But as far as someone going single, no attachments, man, go do what you please and go entertain anybody you want to. Go be in their face, one night stand it up. But not someone who got something not going is in a relationship. Like, nah, man, that's foul. Going out of state or town, country, whatever, and then you acting real bad. Like, like that's foul.
What if you're only dating?
I don't know, because like, me, like I said, I've been out of the country and I was dating someone, but no, we were more so in a relationship, so yeah, different. Okay, well, for instance, I was dating someone. One time I got flown out by someone else, but we weren't in a relationship. Like, we had started dating, we had been on a few dates. I didn't feel no commitment or no loyalty to either one of them. I'm gonna do what I want to do because I don't got no ties to neither one of y'all. I'm not in a relationship where I'm dating both of y'all, so may the best man win. But like, as far as like a relationship, like, no, that's foul. You shouldn't be entertaining other people. Just dating and you're single, but dating, then I feel like you're grown up and you can do what you want to do.
One of the, like, I guess, one of your favorite places to travel, or somewhere where you went and it just either you had an amazing time or beautiful scenery, or somewhere you'd like to go back to?
I had a time out there. I've been to Miami a few times, but when I went to Orlando, it was great. Um, I've been out the country a couple of times now. Each time it's been amazing. Um, been down south, of course. Went to Mexico before too, loved it. But one of my favorite places, I would have to say it has to be Florida because I loved Orlando and Miami. I like the food. The weather was good. I don't really know I can't really speak too much on like the people because it kind of seemed real touristy everywhere I was at. But the food was bomb. Like I had seafood and stuff there. So I'm big on food when I travel. I'm big on food anywhere. That's one of my favorite things to do is try new things. But I would say like Florida, and I want to go on a vacation there. That's the vacations. That's where I want to go. Like I want to have a real vacation there because, like I said, went there before, and it wasn't a vacation. Like I was just there with a man who was my friend, so it was like being out there with like my bestie or something. It just happened to be a guy. But yeah, I would go back to Florida for sure on a vacation and be on somebody's balcony. What about you? Are you thinking? So, do you like to travel out the country, or do you think you have just as good a time here in the U.S.?
That's a great question. I like to travel in general, so I don't know if I have a preference, but international travel is amazing. Like I actually want to visit Greece like very soon. Like that's a place I haven't been to Greece. I planned a trip to Greece and it was actually canceled during the pandemic. So that is something that I definitely look forward to doing. I went to Jamaica not too long ago, and Jamaica's it was beautiful. We went to probably about 7 different parts of the islands, and it has some beautiful water, and there's some beautiful beaches. But there's also like the local life there is a little bit different than like what they often depict when you're looking at the resorts and things like that. I would probably say like domestically, I've been quite a few places, but like I love New York. Like I've been to Florida too. Like I've been to Miami. But I don't know. New York is probably like hands down like my favorite city to visit in the US. And I think I don't know what it is. It's like there's so much culture. In New York, people from all over the world. I remember like the first time I went to New York when I was like a teenager, I met like people from all over the world, like all different countries. Like we were hanging out, having a good time together. There's like the city never sleeps. So there's always somewhere to go. There's always something different to see. Like there's just massive buildings. Like I just feel like it's like I don't know. It's one of my favorite places to visit, and I think the people are the coolest. Even though people say that they're like, brash and they're rude, whatever, but I just think they're like in a hurry. Everything's fast, and they're used to that. But I like it. I like the realness of it. I like the grit of it. I love that. The city pretty much never sleeps. You can go anywhere at any particular time of the day for the most part and find something to do. So I think that's like one of the coolest places that I like to travel to, and I went there recently too. Yeah, I've had a bay in New York, but I'd love to take a bay to New York, if you know what I mean. Speaking of bringing sand to the beach,
Somewhere like that for sure, as beautiful as it is, I would want a vacation. I don't want to be with no stranger there because that was given real like just peaceful vibes. Like I wanna be there with someone that I care about, someone that I know, someone that I'm comfortable with, because and that little spot looked like you could probably do some things on that bitch. Like I wanna go. That's a vacation for sure. That's a vacation. What do you think? You're single? Taking sand to the beach.
I don't know. Like I feel like that's a spot that single or vacation. I'm gonna go with vacation because I feel like that's a spot that we can, kick back, lay on the beach, have a couple of drinks, lay in the sand, yeah, I don't know. That's looking real grown and sexy and real relaxing. And I could just see like, going out there and just exploring, maybe like some water activities and chilling out, hanging on the beach, like a beautiful coastline. Like, I'm gonna go with the vacation. Let's bring sand to the beach for this one. So you mentioned that you want to go on one of these vacations. Like, how do you feel about like love? Do you feel like you need to be in love to be on this vacation? We looked at this, video of this beautiful beach, beautiful sand. I feel like that's somewhere you need to take somebody that you're in love with, somebody that you really see yourself being with. Like, what do you think about that?
I think, you know what? Let's put a pin on it because that's a whole different conversation right there. Because yeah, my answer, we're gonna have to come back to that one.
All right, I guess we're not taking a ride on the love boat tonight. But next time, we're gonna have something good for you. So stay tuned.